Time now for some free therapy. Each week, we love to check in with Dr. Laura Saunders from the Institute of Living, and Kara has her Dr. Melfi glasses on.
Just in case. But that's okay. The real psychologist is in the house. And today we have some great advice for parents who have college-aged kids. I'm going to be there before I know it. So Dr. Laura Saunders, thank you so much for being here. You're going to help parents through this big transition time.
Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. And this time last year, I was talking about soiling the nest, which is what all these, these college kids going off, they're just trying to like wreck every relationship right before they leave. But now I have a little bit of wisdom to share.
All right. Yeah. Well, please share. Please go ahead.
Let us know. I know. But in case people missed that one, there is a psychological concept that because they need to be independent, they might actually consciously, unconsciously, like pick these fights and stuff. So that's what you meant by that.
Absolutely. Okay, so the first thing I learned was that the actual drop-off is not all that emotional. The drama that I envisioned that the whole drop-off would be crying and wailing, not that emotional. You're exhausted. You just need to say goodbye and exit. But the loss hits you when you get back.
Yeah, the empty house. It's like too neat.
It's I hate to say it, but it's kind of like a funeral where in the beginning you're surrounded by everybody and there's a lot of activity going on, and then a couple of days later the people kind of drift away and then you're by yourself and you're left with your emotions.
Right. So the lack of communication is also very difficult. You are used to being with your child for 18 years and knowing a lot about what they do every single day. So when you only get monosyllabic responses, yes, no, maybe, good, it's very daunting and very difficult. It's like an emotional withdrawal.
Yeah, because you kind of know, not everything, but we know a lot with drop-offs and pickups and all that, and you don't have that anymore, and you're not really supposed to be knowing where they are at every second. That would be hard. Okay. So next you say we have a limited ability to help them solve a problem.
Yes, I see on a lot of these college Facebook pages that parents are saying, like, how will my child find the laundry room, or what's the path to the dining hall? They need to figure that stuff out themselves. We need to stop
oh my goodness.
fixing their issues and solving their problems. But that is hard. So you need to, when they call upset, because that first semester is hard, upset or crying or in great distress, you need to listen, validate that it's hard, ask if they have the resources to solve the problem, and if there's anything that you can do to help, and then let them fix it on their own.
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous thinking about this. When I got dropped off at Syracuse, it was the first time my apron strings got kind of cut from my mother, and my brother had to take me there and walk me around the campus and say, this is where you're going to go do this, this is where you're going to eat this. I think I was a special.
You were special. I don't know. We can get into this deeper on Kara's Cures, but I don't know if boys and girls might be different, but I was like, help. See ya. I'm like, where's my nice rug? I gotta decorate my room.
It's really important that you trust as parents that the time and energy you've invested for 18 years will pay off. They have the tools to solve things. They have resources around them. They need to use their resources. So you need to trust that all that time and energy will pay off. They will survive the first year away, as will you. And hopefully both of you will be more mature at the end of the year.
So it's things we can do. Number one, you said listen. If they do call, you're going to get that call where they're stressed out. Our first goal is just listen and then see what they need help. But also for ourselves, you say it's important to reconnect with friends or a hobby. I mean, we do have this vacuum of time that was eaten up by all the things we were doing for our kids, even as they got older.
Yeah, you need to find something to do, right? I joined a book club. You need to find a hobby. You need to reconnect with friends that maybe you haven't, spent as much time with. So you need to find something to do. I suggest planning it in advance as opposed to like being depressed for a month and then trying to figure it out. So planning in advance, things that you will do with your spare time, exercise a little more, get outside. But yes, you will need to find things to do with your time, feel better about yourself and feel more productive.
And time heals all wounds, right? With time, everything kind of gets better.
Time Absolutely. You'll both get through the year. It's hard to imagine I'm a year, I'm a year later in this whole process because it feels so real to me and to others. You'll get through it, and hopefully both of you will grow a little bit in the process.
Excellent.
And they do come back. They
And
really
they do
like
come back.
food, laundry, all that.
Absolutely. And a little love, too.
Yes. Thanks, Dr. Saunders. And we'll take a little deeper dive to help parents prepare for these transitions on Kara's Cures on the podcast. So please download that and listen to that a little later. Thanks for being with us.